Today we've got the colours leaked for the iPhone 16 as well as many of the spec confirmations, so make sure you hit subscribe now and we'll get right into it. So first up, we've got news that the iPhone 16 series is going to be getting a big upgrade in connectivity, and a new report from Digitime states that we'll definitely be seeing Wi-Fi 7 in the iPhone 16 Pro and the 16 Pro Max, but it doesn't mention the non-Pro models. Now last year, the iPhones gained support for Wi-Fi 6E, but Wi-Fi 7 offers fast speeds which can theoretically be up to 4 times faster than Wi-Fi 6E. We get lower latency and a more reliable connection. Something else that can bring a huge improvement to your life is today's video sponsor, the Claude Note. It's an AI-powered voice recorder with ChatGPT-4 integration. The Claude Note is small, compact and light, and it's also incredibly thin, but don't let that fool you as the recorder packs plenty of power and features. The Claude Note is not only able to take voice recordings when you're out and about or in an important meeting, but using the power of AI and ChatGPT, it automatically transcribes them, and it can label each speaker individually or summarize the whole conversation. It's all done in one press, which is faster than opening your phone, launching the app and then starting a recording. We've also got a toggle on the recorder that, when enabled and paired with your phone, will record your phone calls, and again these can be transcribed as well as summarized. You get 300 free minutes of AI membership each month without the need for a subscription, and here are some examples of the recordings transcribed and summarized, and as I said, starting a recording is as simple as pressing a button. It also comes with a carry pouch that attaches to the MagSafe on your iPhone, and if you're using a phone without MagSafe, it comes with a magnetic ring that you can stick onto your phone or case, and there's even an app for the computer to transfer files between the PC and mobile. Whether it's shopping, to-do lists, or important meetings that you want instant minutes for, the Claude Note does everything for you and takes all of the hassle away. So go ahead and check it out now by clicking the link down in the description below. Next up, we've got more news on the rose color for the iPhone 16 Pro models. And we've had reports saying it's going to be orange, then other reports saying it's going to be a dark red, and we've now got a new claim that it's going to be bronze. Weibo leaker Fixed Focus Digital posted to say that the new iPhone 16 Pro Max color resembles a bronze hue, but the surrounding frame still has a titanium appearance. So now that we've got this additional information, we can be pretty sure that we are going to see an orangey bronze color for the iPhone 16 Pro models. We also had Sonny Dixon share a photo of the non-Pro iPhone 16s on Twitter, and this was showcasing lots of different colors like white, black, blue, green and pink. But it's important to note that these are just dummy units, so they can be printed to whatever color they like, so it gives us a good look at what we may expect from the iPhone 16s, but it's certainly not any form of proof or confirmation. Now another upgrade we're going to be seeing with the iPhone 16 is going to be a larger graphite sheet internally, and this is going to improve the thermal management system. And there were plenty of issues with last year's iPhones overheating, and this was then fixed with an iOS 17 update. But the new thermal management system is not only going to mean there's less issues with overheating, but it should also increase the peak performance of the phone. Now of course, one of the biggest improvements for the iPhone 16 is going to be in terms of software and the new Apple Intelligence. And while many have been expecting increased orders of the iPhone 16 because of this, reliable analyst Ming-Chi Kuo says that that's not currently the case, and Apple suppliers like TSMC have had similar orders to last year. But the iPhone 16 series is no doubt going to be a successful release for Apple, and for those of you excited, we're now going to run through the full specs, design and the expected pricing of each model in the range to help you guys decide which one is right for you. So make sure you hit subscribe now and we'll get right into it. So first up, we have the standard iPhone 16. And with the standard iPhone 16, we get a 6.3-inch OLED display, but unfortunately, this is still going to be an LTPS display. The iPhone 16 is going to have a taller aspect ratio than last year, and it's going to be protected by Ceramic Shield 2. We get the new Dynamic Island, which covers up the 12-megapixel selfie camera and Face ID sensors, and then on the rear we've got a 48-megapixel primary camera and a 12-megapixel ultra-wide. It's powered by the A18 chipset, and it's likely coming with 6GB of RAM and up to 512GB of storage. It's also powered by a 3450 mAh battery with 30-watt fast charging, and it's going to come with advanced 5G, Bluetooth 5.3 and Wi-Fi 7. Now it will of course ship with iOS 18 and is expected to launch from around $850 in September 2024. Now next up we've got the iPhone 16 Plus. With the iPhone 16 Plus, we get a 6.9-inch OLED display, and again, unfortunately, this is another LTPS display. It's got a taller aspect ratio than its predecessor, and is protected by Ceramic Shield 2. We get the new dynamic island, which covers up the 12-megapixel selfie cameras and Face ID sensors, and then on the rear we've got a 48-megapixel primary camera and a 12-megapixel ultra-wide. It's powered by the A18 chipset, and it's likely going to come with a choice of 6GB of RAM and up to 512GB of storage. It's powered by a 4420 mAh battery with 30-watt fast charging, and it comes with the advanced 5G, Bluetooth 5.3 and Wi-Fi 7. Now, of course, it ships with iOS 18 and is expected to launch from around $950 in September 24. Next up, we've got the iPhone 16 Pro. Now, the iPhone 16 Pro has a 6.3-inch 120Hz LTPO OLED display. It's got a taller aspect ratio than its predecessor, and the Pro is protected by Ceramic Shield 3. We get the new dynamic island, which covers up the 12-megapixel selfie camera and Face ID sensors. Then on the rear, we get a 48-megapixel primary camera, a 48-megapixel ultra-wide camera, and then we've got a 12-megapixel tetraprism camera with 5x optical zoom. It's powered up by the A18 Pro chipset, and it comes with 8GB of RAM and up to 1TB of storage, and it's also powered up by a 3450 mAh battery, and fast charging is still unknown at the moment, but we do expect some improvements, and of course it comes with the advanced 5G, Bluetooth 5.3 and Wi-Fi 7. It will of course ship with iOS 18 and is expected to launch from around $1,100 in September 2024. Now finally, we save the best to last, the iPhone 16 Pro Max. With the iPhone 16 Pro Max, we get a 6.9-inch 120Hz LTPO OLED display. Again, like the other phones, it's got a taller aspect ratio than its predecessor, and it's protected by Ceramic Shield 3. We get the dynamic island, which covers up the 12-megapixel selfie cameras and Face ID sensors, and then on the rear we've got a 48-megapixel primary camera, a 48-megapixel ultra-wide, and a 12-megapixel tetraprism camera with 5x optical zoom. It's powered up by the A18 Pro chipset, it comes with 8GB of RAM and up to 1TB of storage, and it's powered up by a 4500 mAh battery. As with the 16 Pro, we don't know the fast charging at the moment, but we do expect to see some improvements. Now it comes with the advanced 5G, Bluetooth 5.3 and Wi-Fi 7, and it will of course ship with iOS 18, and this one's expected to launch around $1,300 in September 24. So overall, the iPhone 16 series is looking like a great addition to the lineup, whether you're after the Pro or the non-Pro. With better and brighter displays, upgraded chipsets and more improvements to the cameras, it's definitely going to be a popular device. iOS 18 is going to bring plenty of new features, with focus being on the new Apple Intelligence, but at least some of these new features are hopefully going to be passed onto the older iPhones as well. And of course, given its similarities to the predecessor though, I can't imagine anyone out there with an iPhone 15 is going to be rushing for an upgrade, but for anyone with an older iPhone or looking to get their first iPhone, then it's going to be a great choice. Now, launch isn't until September, but we're no doubt going to get plenty of leaks as we approach it, and of course I'm going to be sharing them as soon as they come in, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a thing in the future.